Before wasting your time, we are going to share top 5 best micro four thirds lenses. Number 5 on the list is Panasonic Lumix GX Vario 12 to 35mm f2.8. It's almost unanimous that this lens is a must-have for video. It's fast and covers a wide focal length. What more can you ask for? It's the perfect zoom lens. With the version 2 redesign coming later this month, I'd hit eBay for deals on version 1 if you don't mind the old look. Check eBay for the latest prices on the Panasonic 12 to 35mm f2.8. But keep in mind that the above test applies to headshots. If you had a wider lens but stepped back for a half-body shot, you would see little, if any, difference in perspective. That's because it's not so much about the focal length as it is the distance from the lens to the subject. There are other situations where you'd want to shoot a little wider. For instance, with light modifiers such as the round flash, you'll want to be a little closer to get the signature ring lighting. This self-portrait is shot at 28mm, 56mm equivalent. Number 4 on the list is Panasonic Lumix G Leica DG Macro Elmrit 45mm f2.8 ASPH. The Panasonic Lumix G Leica DG Macro Elmrit 45mm f2.8 ASPH. $899.99 direct $797.99 at Amazon opens in a new window, is a macro lens compatible with micro four thirds mirrorless cameras. Its field of view is roughly equal to a 90mm lens on a full-frame 35mm camera, and it focuses close enough to support 1:1 magnification of subjects. Like most Panasonic lenses, it features optical stabilization, a feature that is lacking from Olympus Micro Four Thirds lenses. Olympus puts stabilization into camera bodies. If you're a Panasonic shooter in want of a macro option, it's worth consideration, but Olympus shooters will be better served with the Olympus M Zuiko Digital ED 60mm f2.8 MACRO $499.99 at Amazon opens in a new window. It's less expensive and sharper, but lacks stabilization. The Macro Elmrit is a squat lens. It's 2.5 by 2.5 inches, HD, in size, weighs 7.9 ounces, and supports 46mm filters. There's a bayonet hood included, but it's not reversible. It only adds an inch or so to the height of the lens, so leaving it on won't eat up too much storage space in your gear bag. There are 2 control switches on the lens barrel. One toggles image stabilization, the other sets the autofocus limit. When the focus limiter is enabled, the lens will only attempt to lock focus on objects that are more than half a meter away from the sensor plane. Number 3 on the list is OM System M Zuiko ED 40 to 150mm f4.0 Pro. OM System, formerly Olympus, cameras are a popular choice for photographers who work outside the studio. The Micro Four Thirds sensor format allows for lightweight lens optics that are easier to carry than heftier full-frame glass. The M Zuiko Digital ED 40 to 150mm f4.0 Pro, $899.99, is a perfect example. It's a diminutive zoom with telephoto reach and an all-weather construction. Pros should likely stick with the exceptional M Zuiko ED 40 to 150mm f2.8 Pro, $1,499.99, but the more affordable ED 40 to 150mm f4.0 Pro is a worthwhile option for enthusiasts and an editor's choice winner in its own right. The 40 to 150mm f4.0 is quite compact, especially when you consider its equivalent full-frame reach, 80 to 300mm. It measures just 3.9 by 2.7 inches, HD, but uses a retracting design to accomplish the feat. You have to twist the zoom ring with a little torque to extend or retract the optics. The lens is about 1.2 inches taller when it's extended and ready to use. The zoom action itself is internal, however, so there's no in-or-out movement when you adjust the focal length. Number 2 on the list is Olympus M Zuiko ED 7 to 14mm f2.8 Pro. The Olympus M Zuiko ED 7 to 14mm f2.8 Pro, $1,299.99, is one of a pair of ultra-wide zooms available for the Micro Four Thirds camera system, the other being the Panasonic Lumix G Vario 7 to 14mm f4.0 ASPH. $899.99. The Olympus lens is more expensive but captures twice the light at its widest aperture and is sealed against dust and moisture. It's an excellent performer, especially when you consider its extremely wide field of view and zoom design, and earns Editor's Choice honors. Like the other lenses in Olympus's top-end Pro series, the 7 to 14mm, $1,399 at Amazon opens in a new window, makes no compromises in build quality. It features a metal barrel and is sealed against dust and moisture, pairing well with a sealed body like the OMD EM1. $1,099 at Amazon opens in a new window. The lens measures 4.2 by 3.1 inches HD and weighs 1.2 pounds. That's a bit heavy for a micro 4/3 lens, but it balances fine on the EM1, which has a deeper hand grip than many other mirrorless models. Number 1 on the list is Olympus M Zuiko ED 12 to 200mm f3.5 to 6.3. Wide-angle lenses capture an epic broad view of the world and are favorites for landscapes and architectural imaging. For micro 4/3, you'll want to look for lenses that cover angles wider than 12mm. The Olympus Pro 8 to 25mm f4 zoom is one of our favorite options, and you can step up to the 7 to 14mm zoom if you want one with an f2.8 aperture. Panasonic sells its own premium wide lens with Leica certified optics, the DG8 to 18mm, available for around $1,100. If you want a wide lens that gathers more light, you'll need to look at fixed focal length choices. Most wide primes for the system are manual focus. Samyang and Venus Laowa aren't household names, but cover a space where Olympus and Panasonic don't play. There are two wide-angle primes with autofocus for the system, but they are both fisheye optics. The Olympus 8mm f1.8 and Panasonic 8mm f3.5 capture the entire world in front of the lens, but show it with a curved, distorted view, something you can use effectively as a creative tool.